Great counter coming out from that Samsung White, as you say, within those fights. An EDG #1 team coming out of China, only brought up in February, have pretty much combined on this first match of the World Championship. Tweet EDG win or SS win to @LOL Esports. We will be checking in to see where the fan vote stands shortly. Mouthful of words.
And of course you can see, this is one thing I want.
Now that pink ward could be the beginning.
Yeah, that blue buff, it looks like it's going to be taken and given to you. We saw Danny making a slight move there. He's also heading up towards the top. Looper under a little bit of pressure here. Koro feeling confident, trying to delay him as long as he can here. Danny going to make his move,
this is
very, very low. Koro's going to flash away from this one. Looper's going to keep on chasing. Looks like he should be able to get away if they can lock him up. Pawn comes steaming in. They're going to lock on towards him. This could be the first blood of the World Championships. Danny pounds in, and there it is. Wow. The jungler takes it.
Even though they get the first blood, that is a massive investment, D-Man, right there. EDG, because there's no ward covered as well from Samsung White, you can tell they did not care about that as an objective, and it is basically a trade. First blood be damned.
Dandy gets himself some good gold on that kill in this one.
Ooh, Dandy actually, very important thing right there. Ooh. Accidentally took the red buff, the blue buff with his red.
Oh, FC's very caught out here. Nami trying to do what he can and put up a shield for his teammate with damage, and Nami's able to force them off as he grabs the call.
Sneaking through unseen in that top half of the jungle. Will get himself that ward down on the red buff, back down the bottom. Explosive damage back and forth. Nami taking a big blow. Death Sentence lands on towards him. The wave comes riding through along with the Aqua Prison on Nami. Taken very low. Has to back away from this one. Mana fancies it. Mana gets it. Fantastic flash there. And great play from the bottom lane.
If Imp and
EDG.
I can also tell that EDG has definitely tried to change their play style against White here. Danny jumping in for Koro.
Uh-oh, there's the equalizer going down. Koro's got a red carpet, but he's going to stay for the party on this one. And it's a level 8 to an 8 and a 9, and it's not going to be enough. Koro goes down.
Dandy's patience paying off once again. He waited in that brush.
They did have them down there for that dragon earlier on. One was just swept out by Mana in there. Koro taking a lot of damage. This may be a straight up one-on-one right now. Looper fancies this one. His ultimate is available if he wants to pop that equalizer down. Koro already used it. Blocks him off perfectly. Koro in trouble. Looper overheated. He doesn't have enough to finish it, and Koro gets away.
By the hair on his chinny chin. He placed that equalizer a little bit farther back. Would have been fine. Whoa, that's aggressive.
Oh, he's going to be walking past the dark path. That's a hit from him. Big damage coming out here if he can actually get that blessing. Oh, the bubble goes down from Mata. They get him in, and it's going to be more trouble. FCZF is taking shots, and Imp's even going to get the reset on the tank to get out. Clearlove's only here to watch.
This game may be getting not in position for that lantern. If he would have been farther back, they could have done that. Pawn gets caught out.
Mid-team fight. The ball goes down. Shockwave's still up as they try to put it in. Oh, it's going to get a miss on that one as Dandy gets himself out quickly with the flash. But the dark passage brings it back in range, and everybody's going to get a piece of that one. The double kill coming in for Unstoppable, and they're looking for Looper.
Now, in the form of 3-4 members all heading north. Looper's hanging around with the equalizer.
That is a bait.
This is a problem because Nami and FCZF come around the side. Koro takes a lot of tower hits, but it does not matter as EDG collapse on the top lane. They will take the tower as well.
It's another one of these dragon trades, though, right there. Samsung White was planning for the dragon. That's where their wards moved. They moved them down to the bottom lane, meaning they fell in the top lane. It exposed Looper. He was overconfident in lane. He's typically
this one, and it looks like he will get a bit of help from Looper and the rest of the team to cut off that advantage.
Catch. That Aqua Prison was crucial, but the Lantern followed through. EDG get out of dodge, and that was quick reactions. Dragon, though, is about to spawn in 10 seconds.
EDG members will come back without the ultimates of Samsung White. It's smart of them to go now.
Trying to make that full team play down onto Imp, and it cost him the dragon. Samsung White able to see what was happening with all the vision they still had up in the
tank items, and because Koro doesn't have armor yet, EDG would need a catch, but they just kind of got caught.
Yeah, throwing in everything here. Whoa, Pawn's right in the middle of it. Tries to slow it down to keep it. The fight begins, and EDG is trying to get out of this one. Koro gets jumped on, but the slow is wearing off, and he's going to try to flash over the wall with the rest of his team, but they will continue with the culling.
Koro in all sorts of trouble. The shockwave pulls in Looper. Looper taken low, but so is EDG. They're backing out. Now they're going to run back on towards him. FCZF's going to get picked off. It's a double for him. Could it be a triple? Yes, it will. And that is a big, big turnaround. Samsung White, they could turn it burn for Baron.
Just an absolutely pristine team fight there from Samsung White. They called out the bait from EDG. They poked them in the Baron pit. They slowed them down as they were trying to retreat, and they forced them into a bad play. Now they're trying Baron, but it's only 2 defenders from EDG. Imp goes in.
Whoa, that's going to be big. They get the shot back from the Buster. Imp wants to go down on this one, and he does. They pick up the double kill, 1 for each, and Imp's going to jump in to see if he can clean up this mid wave and get that mid turret down as well. They are moving as a perfect team right now. Everything's happening in their favor, and people are getting
13 with a lot of spells, just everything going Samsung White's way. Obviously, the tidal wave catching 3 was absolutely crucial right there, and they just couldn't run through Looper. He was going to hit him with the flame spitter, so they had to split up. Here, EDG in classic fashion tries for a turn, but you can see they're lacking tank stats basically when they jump in. Koro was already low, no armor. Clear Love really doesn't do anything. He locked a Kha'Zix in for half a second, and that's the Imp that they've been trying to keep down this whole game. When you lose the bottom lane,
this is their #1 seed falling down to Samsung White, but there's a potential for coming back, and Pawn completely caught out of position. I don't think the rest of his team are going to collapse, but let's see what advantage they take from this. They know that the rest of EDG are all down there, and immediately Imp goes top.
there's no answer for Imp whatsoever. Look at his item.
Is not going to get interrupted, does manage to get back to base.
I mean, oh, that's another one on the pawn, actually.
Oh, man, he's going to go down, but the team has time to get over there. Looper may throw down the ultimate for the walkout. It's actually down already past that, and it looks like Pawn gets himself enough speed up, dodges the distance, but the clockwork does wind up nicely, and he goes down. Looper could be in trouble, but the rest of the team is collapsing in mid lane.
Flash on towards him. He can see, as you mentioned, the team collapsing in towards him. He tries to turn it back on towards you. He gets the kill, turns around in a 3v1. A simple turnaround kill. It's great for him. Imp goes aggressive.
Orb situation coming out in Samsung White's inventory here with the 2 scrying orbs. They want to be seeing everything.
Yeah, they just want to make sure nothing gets surprised on them. They know that EDG likes to group up as 5, so if they catch one, they usually end up catching a whole heap of players behind them. To just kind of go back to
As happened to them in the past, and this time they are playing it safe. Looper, is he going to get caught out? Death sentence will land, and the rest of EDG collapse.
That's a lot of damage they're missing from the fight. He threw the equalizer out as well, but you see how far EDG is behind. They go to
Shockwave just about. That does mean it is a big ultimate down, and Samsung White, they know they can go for it. Clearlove is not in the picture. He is very low. If he comes sliding in, you can see he's charging for the bait.
If they care for their lives, they don't go in here.
There goes the ultimate. Nami's wave is out, and they're forced to back up. Imp jumps into the fight. Koro's trying to do what he can with Maelstrom up, dodging all that damage, but it's going to be too much. The team leaves him for dead.
They're just trying to do as much damage as possible so Samsung White can hopefully not finish this Baron. Is the safety net right here. They're doing this on top of Ward, but they're doing it so quickly that I don't know if EDG can make it in. They're going to go for it, though.
Nami's got a pretty good item build to start shredding in here. The culling goes out to start. Koro, again, in the front, but they were not able to stall it this time, and the fight continues just below Baron.
They got him down. They got him down. That is a big turnaround, but can they have the damage back on this one? Pawn is still alive. They need to get that mid laner down. Uses the ultimate on himself. He's going to pop back up in a second. Danny jumps away. Pawn is still alive. That is EDG picking up 3 kills. 2 members incredibly low. EDG, despite
a Baron buff, and they can get this.
One more time.
How did this happen?
Oh
First off, you never see White do Baron on top of a ward. That's the first unexpected thing. Then, Rumble gets almost nothing. Imp loses his mind, gets crushed in the CC, and dropped before the Zillion can land. Exactly the scenario we thought could never happen. They then catch Looper in Zhonya's. The fact that he was able to escape with a sliver of health is a bit of a miracle. That was nearly a clear ace. Baron is gone from 3 people. Clearlove is thinking about a flank from behind. There's not sufficient ward control for White right now. Here comes Jarvan.
oh, Matla's going to get caught now. Clearlove goes in. The wave will pull them, but the shockwave is strong. They're going to catch on towards everybody low. Koro, big, in between the team. They all back away. Looper having to use that Zhonya's very, very low, and they're going to continue piling in.
Every summoner blown by this point. It's going to be a big shutdown there as Imp gets a kill. He goes down after in the retribution kill, coming from Unstoppable, and the fight has not ended yet. A bubble coming in, and they're going to keep going on to Koro. Finally taking down the tree. They give it a few more cuts, and the inhibitor is in their eyes.
You, the only man standing. Can he keep them away? Bay here, I'm not too sure he can. Pawn pushes in towards him, doesn't quite catch on. The death sentence does though, and he's going to get caught out once again. His ultimate backup just in time. You taken solo, Pawn comes back to life. The inhibitor finally goes down. Samsung White, they're still pushing. They can jump the win.
They're trying to go through and they have no AD carry, but they do have a 4-2 advantage.
40-minute game right now, 16 to 11 on the Nexus turrets. You up. You does not have his ultimate for a few more seconds, but Samsung White sees that.
Gone. There's no way they can react to this one quick enough. That's a simple tower being just destroyed by him.
They will again try a flank though. Watch clear left. He's trying to come down Jarvan. He seems very far ahead of the team right now.
Trying to get that Frost Queen out, does not hit it. Looper throws down the red carpet for the team. Koro's in again. The dive buddies go in, and they actually change spots this time. Clear Love's in all by himself, and Imp has free shots as they take down Koro. He jumps in. It's going to be a double kill. It doesn't look like there'll be any more, but it's eyes on the Nexus, and the triple kill dodge. The Quadra possibly on the fountain. He won't go as far, and they're going to go for the Nexus.
That's all they need. Right there. It was such a great catch. They finished off you before he could shockwave, and finally, White takes him down.
Beautiful game by Samsung White, showing a bit of weakness in the mid game as they got, I wouldn't say weakness, but over cocky in their strength, which hurt them a little bit. Name on the screen, trying to be a carry for his team, but could not come out here in the first game of groups. He played fantastic, however, throughout the game.
But what a fantastic opener we've had already, showing the strengths of both teams, and honestly, it was just hinged on just a couple of team fights that could have swung either way. As you mentioned, if Name had not gone down in that bottom fight, absolutely that would have gone EDG's way, and who knows where that game could have gone. Questionable decisions maybe from Samsung White, a little bit of nerves creeping into game one, of course. Now that one's out of the way. That's the big, strong game they had to deal with. Can they sweep the group?
It seems like they're poised to sweep this group. This is their toughest challenge. However, some small weaknesses arising in Samsung White, and I think a little bit of it was seen in that game. They do have a slight issue closing games. That's one of the big reasons they can never seem to defeat their sister teams.